Nistuff.
Hey, what's up? So Diaclone, right? At the time of recording, which is June, by the way, we've looked at a handful of stuff from the Diaclone universe, you know? But what about the bread and butter stuff? The real standard release shit? The deluxe class figures from Diaclone? Well, that's where the Trivers guys come in. They're robots of a standardized size class. They've all got 2 legs, 2 arms, and their legs are even removable with a quick button press. Oh yeah, and each of them have a modular chest cavity which allows you to mix and match your pieces to create your very own unique Triverse dudes. But anyway, enough with this, let's just go for it, right? First up, the Triverse Jetters. So you may have guessed it by now, but these guys are jet robots. Think Starscream, but less screechy, right? This is the basic version. It's giving me some heavy Gundam vibes, you know? With the whole white, yellow, red, and blue thing it's got going on. He's got some hidden Gatling guns, which are pretty cool. And oh yeah, all these wings are removable. Check that out. Here's some articulation points. You got head, hands, elbow, waist, knees, ankles, toes. Shit's nuts. You know, he came with some goodies, but they've been banished to the accessory bag, and I may never find them again. Next up on the Jetter train, we have Blue Jetter, and he's exactly the same as the standard one, except he came with 2 head options instead of just 1. The blue looks real good on him. I also love that all the yellows, blues, and reds are the exact same tones across all the Triverse guys. It really screams mix and match, you know? It seems so obvious, right? Have a cohesive color story throughout your product line. It's genius. Mix and match all the way. And lastly, we have the Shadow Jetter. This is my favorite one by far. It feels the most high quality of the 3. I don't know, maybe there's something special about the mixture of black plastic. All I know is I like the way it looks, and I like the way it feels. Here they are all together. Pretty sweet, right? Next up, the Triverse Ramblers. This is a fun one. This was actually the first one of the Triverse guys I ever got, and he was enough to convince me to go all in. I have this singular figure to blame for this whole collection. But yeah, he came with a motorcycle thing, but it almost always ends up in the bag because look how beautiful this dude is without it. I don't know if he's considered a shadow version per se, but he does often find himself among my other shadow guys, so we'll count it. He's got an awesome head sculpt, multi-directional shoulders, double elbows, double knees, ankles, toes, waist. He does it all. But I know, what if he was red, right? Well, you're in luck, because they did him in red too. He's that same beautiful red that we saw on the Jetter guys, so mixing and matching is a breeze. He can do everything the first guy can, just slightly more redder, you know? And they got a blue one too, right? I don't have it at the time of recording, but, you know, I assume it's the same thing as these two. Just blue. Next up, we got the Triverse Drill Boys. So finally the time is upon us. Drill Boys
Assemble.
We got a black version, a blue version, and we got, what's that? Could it be? A green version. So this green one is actually one of the marine style colorways. It's a pretty rare colorway that Diaclone doesn't dip its toe in too often, but when it does, it's delicious. This one was the standard release. It's a strong colorway. Yellow, black, done. The blue one's strong too, though. It's happily displaying those primary colors for all to see. These drill boys may look chunky, but their articulation is actually just as good as the others. You got head, double elbows, waist, ankles, toes, knees, reversible arm tubes with finger hands, or drill hands. Shit's awesome. Next up, the Triverse Dashers. Possibly the most standard of the Triverse bots, Dasher just sort of looks like everybody's friend, you know? This was the first one I got of Dasher. He's red, and he came with an extra head. That's pretty good. I forgot to mention it on the others, but all these guys can transform. Jetter becomes a jet, Rambler becomes a motorcycle man, Drill Boy becomes, you guessed it, a drill, and Dasher becomes some kind of car tank, you know? Before we do articulation real quick, let me just show you this. This crazy thing. Hands, right? Well, they collapse down into the wheel, and the wheel is still able to spin. That's absolute wizardry. I got them in blue and black as well, and they're all just great. Here's some poses. Pretty good. Next up, the extra chest pieces. These are the ones I got from Mandarake. They're pretty weird, but not in a bad way. These two in particular, they're so unlike anything else from the Triverse line. And this one's just an alternate yellow head for Drill Boy, you know? He's got a grill face. It's looking good. And here's some interesting combinations, you know? Let me know which one of them's your favorite, if you like any of these. You like this one? What about this one? You got this one, that one, this one. What do you think? Pretty cool, right? And that's it. That's all of them I got. The Trivers Diaclone guys. They really surprised me, you know? I mean, I knew I'd like them, but the pure joy I get from mixing and matching their parts is just next level, man. I cannot recommend these fools enough. 1000% satisfied. But that's going to do it for now. Thanks for watching. Hit me with the sub if you haven't already. Check out the Instagram, Twitter. You know the drill. All right. Bye. To create your so he's exactly the same as the standard one, except but sometimes it just doesn't happen. So this green one is actually one of me. I'm exhausted. It's a rarer colony. What am I saying? That's pretty good. And this one's just an alternate yellow head from okay, wow. Let me start that again. That was scary. Do you have any of these guys? Wow. Like, comment, subscribe. All right. Pretty cool. We did it. That's not bad.